do I'm probably thinking Hammerhead. The dude with wheels for hands. Yeah, I'm glad you remembered because I was literally just sitting here going, why am I streaming this? Because then I was like, no, I'm streaming it because I wanted to play a little bit more and unlock a bit more. Because I know that we missed a couple of characters. I think there was one on a Christmas level, and then there was another one on. Fuck, what was the other one? There was another hidden one as well. On the meat level or something. Oh, you had to shoot the dude's butt or something? That's right. Anyway, Grim, how are you doing? And how are you doing, Punching Donut? How are you both doing today? How's everyone doing? Let me turn this around. Oh, what's his special? I don't know what Hammerhead's special is. Oh, it's like grindy wheels. Oh shit, okay. He just sits on people? Nice, okay. Forced squish. Done a bit of decorating in Minecraft. Okay. Are you playing on like a main server or do you have like a, you know, making Shrek porn? Do you have your own server? And I like the Shrek porn. I've seen it now. And you say Shrek porn, that gives it a very bad name when you say it like that. Same place I made a statue. Oh, nice. I was wondering if that's where it was. That's sick. Just added some signs and put in the dates I made them. That's sick. So you got like a little history thing going. Nice. See, that's cool. I like that. I do miss playing in Minecraft. I'm thinking like after I do like another big update, I'd like to start a Minecraft server or something. Something that we could all just chill out in and play when we're like, you know, we're bored. Because I do think about it a lot. You know, having that ability to just chill out. Back in 2021. Nice. You've had the server a long time. You are not green to the world of to the world of Minecraft. Seven hours still going. I mean, that's pretty good. Like, I mean, I played it a shitload when it first came out. I mean, I played it back when it was like broken. It's crazy how one idea became such a multi-million-dollar thing, eh? Like, I think about that a lot. I can see why Notch wanted to be away from it so much because of everything that happened. By the way, has anybody here, I think you showed me some of the Sonic stuff, yeah. Has anybody watched the Twisted Metal show? And if not, if you haven't and you're going to watch it, I won't talk about any spoilers. Because I did finish watching it today while I was working. I might watch it again in my off time, but I did enjoy it, so I wanted to kind of talk about it a little bit. I felt like it's been out long enough that I can kind of say things about it. You ain't watched it? Okay, I won't spoil anything for you then. what can I go into? So I will say that the show initially, when it first started, I wasn't sure about it. I'd say it took me until maybe like the end of episode 2. Episode 1 kind of sells it a little bit, but there's a bit of it that's there's a bit that kind of like, it's hard to explain without spoiling it, but it kind of sets itself up to be like, is it just using the name? It almost feels like, you know, what those Spyro did with the Skylanders thing. You kind of feel like they're setting it up in a way that you're like, oh, they're just using the name. They're not gonna do anything with, you know. But clearly, whoever wrote the show must have been a huge fucking fan. Like, I guess the writers of the Twisted Metal show must have just, like, they must have knew their shit, man, because like they must have either played the games or they researched the source material like crazy, because there was shit in there that I was not expecting. I will say they referenced a lot of characters from some of the games that, thank you for the follow, that were, they referenced some that weren't even popular. PlayStation. They must have used the Sweet Tooth for, well, I mean, they use Sweet Tooth in general, because Sweet Tooth is like pretty much the mascot of Twisted Metal, yeah. But I think what was really interesting was that they even used characters from some of the worst games. Well, I say worst games, I would say that they are considered to be the least favorite. I know some people find, I was watching a video the other day on Twisted Metal 3 and 4 and how some people do like them. And they were saying that like there is some merit behind what makes them good. And I guess I could understand that in a way. Rip Axel not being a mascot. It's fine. Well, you know what? It's funny. I think it's the same reason as like, and this is the other thing I was thinking, is a lot of people that are watching Twisted Metal, right, grew up with certain Twisted Metals, much like Crash Bandicoot. So these people have grown up with certain ones. And there was a big part of me that was thinking, okay, the thing that I have to take away from this is not everybody's gonna have their own favorite, right? Obviously for me, I've never really dove into Twisted Metal 1 as much. Twisted Metal 2 was kind of always my game. And I love that game to bits because of how fucking dark and weird it is and everything. And Twisted Metal 2 for me was like, it could never really be beat. I felt that Twisted Metal 2 hit the peak. When Twisted Metal 3 and 4 came out, I found them to be very, you could tell that they weren't made by the same people, but they tried their best with the source material, and they made additional changes to what they wanted to add. Which again, isn't a bad thing to do. Like, it's not overly bad to do. But it just didn't feel like, to quote David Jaffe, he said they're good games, but they're not good Twisted Metal games. And I can kind of understand, like, some of the stories are good. Like, apparently a lot of, like, in Twisted Metal 4, a lot of the wishes are pretty much, people say that they're really good. And then there's a lot of, like, controversy on 3, being that there's some of the worst characters in 3, but I don't know, we'll be the judge when we get there ourselves as well. But I would say, like, honestly, in my opinion, I think those games, yeah, they're a little bit far gone in that sense. I think Twisted Metal Head On was probably the best return to form, though I never got to play it as much as I wanted to. Twisted Metal Black, it was a good reimagining. And I think Twisted Metal Black introduced a new set of fans. No one wished for tears. You know what's funny? Like, I'm surprised they never went the sexual route. There's a lot of sex stuff in the games, but they never did that. There's a lot of that sort of stuff in the games. I never really sort of... But what I find really interesting about what they do with the show, it's like as if they didn't want to ignore any of the source material ever, which was very interesting to me. I felt though that they took, maybe it's just me, because again, it was kind of like that whole thing of like Crash Bandicoot 4 is Crash Bandicoot 4. They didn't take any too much from Wrath of Cortex sort of stuff. I felt like they took a lot from Twisted Metal Black because they knew that the Twisted Metal Black was kind of like the definitive, like PlayStation 2, everyone had played it by then. But again, I'm not sure. Like, I could tell that they had some really, they had more references from the third and the fourth game. Honestly, really bizarre. Oh, it's the napalm, isn't it? I've got to get the napalm. That's it. That's the napalm. Alright, let's drop the napalm in the butt. Didn't they say drop it in the butt? No, I mean the show had references. So like the show had these like... The show had references that were very like... Yeah. So the show took references from some of the like more obscure stuff. I thought that's what's meant to happen. You're meant to shoot him and then like it's meant to open up. Apparently not. I'll try to get some more napalm and do it again. Yeah, so like a lot of the characters, I will say, come... It's funny because they do this whole scene where it almost felt very vindictive, but there's a whole scene in the show where they... See, I thought you had to napalm him. Oh, I did. I napalmed the thing. I'm in. Done. So he farted a hole into the bench. Okay, I see the joke. So we got Darkseid. So obviously, like, what the weird part about the whole Twisted Metal thing is they reference characters from 3 and 4, and I guess because I'm not a huge fan of those games, they must have done it for a reason of there were fans of those games. But there were some moments where they killed off certain characters that I was like, oh, I see why they did that, because nobody likes that character, probably. In my opinion, anyway. I can't really speak for the entire Twisted Metal community. I'm not really that much of a heavier fan, but, like, you know, it just seemed weird to me that they would introduce a character that wasn't really liked, and then they killed him, and I was like, they obviously did that because... That's why they did it. But yeah, apart from that, like, I'd say the pacing was good, the story was good, like, everything just kind of clicked with the show. It took me a while to pick up on the characters, only because it had been a long time since I played 3 and 4. Like, a long time. Like ages. So when they showed some of the characters, I was like, these are supposed to be characters. And then when I remembered, I was like, oh. And I felt really bad for not remembering because, again, I'd kind of zoned out some characters that I wasn't a fan of. Or, like, some of the games I wasn't a fan of. So they were referencing some really obscure shit. So going back and playing these games again is going to be very interesting. I'm interested to see who they bring into the next one, because now where they've left it, they've wiped out a lot of characters. But that's about as much in the terms of the spoiler that I can kind of give. I think my favorite character obviously has to be Sweet Tooth. He's well written. He's funny. He's fucked. It's cool too because you get to see everybody's kind of, like, not everybody's, but you kind of get to see the stories that make the characters as well, much like the game. So you get to see the sort of, like, who are they? How did they become the way they were, and why have they... Not why have they entered the tournament, because the tournament isn't in this season. That's as much as I can say without spoiling anything. But they reference they reference more so like how the characters become who they are based on the things that are happening, I guess you would say. So, you know, because this sort of like the world has been thrown into ruin, which I think is pretty cool. I think that they did a really cool thing with that, where they've obviously set things up. They're building the world too. It does seem very low budget sometimes, but it's kind of like a good low budget, not like a bad low budget. Like, you're having enough fun with the show that you're kind of... And there is a moment where it really does feel like Twisted Metal. It doesn't do it too much. Like, it does it enough to, like, cock tease you a little bit, and then sets it up so well so that when you get to the point of everyone battling, that you're like, fuck yeah. Like, I've been waiting for this moment, and I want to see it, and I'm fucking ready for this. I'm ready. I'm so ready. And yeah, and when it happens, you're kind of like, okay, cool. But yeah, I would say probably 8 out of 10. There was probably like 2 or 3 things I didn't like, and even then I can't really say them because I don't want to spoil them. But given the circumstance of the show, I'm hoping for a second season. I hope it doesn't get fucking baked into obscurity and become one of the things. Hey, Sed, what's going on, my dude? I was going to message you today, but I didn't want to bother you. I want to have a talk with you after the stream, if that's okay. I got some jobs for you, too. Some new stuff has come up. Nice. But yeah, that's kind of my opinion on the show. I would say definitely check it out. The other thing too that I noticed, and it was probably just me, is that as I was watching the show, it felt long, but it wasn't. Like, each episode was about 30 minutes, maybe 20. Like, they were meant to be 25 minutes long, but that extra 5 minutes somehow managed to pad it out to, like... It was so weird. They felt very long. I guess when you round it to 30 minutes, it just seemed... It wasn't like a 22-minute show. Like, adding that extra 8 minutes really, like, added something. And there wasn't really an episode I didn't like. And there was, like, at least 2 moments where I gasped out loud when something happened. My next one I want to go see is the Gran Turismo movie, which I'm hoping will be good, but I don't know. Because I don't know too much about... I only know so much about Gran Turismo. I know Gran Turismo, it's really the story of how the game was made, not so much like, you know, there's no plot. Up to that. In short, I'm ready. Okay, cool. Alright, well let's help you get to the top, Sed. Because I'm ready to go, buddy. No, it's okay. I can understand you needed to take time off. I was a bit worried, but I figured that you'd be back, so I just decided to wait. It's all good. I'm gonna stock up, because this is the boss level, isn't it? Okay. Turbo pickup. Missiles. While drawing. Nice. If anyone is on that grind, it's you, dude. I'd say do what a lot of the VAs do at the moment, which is find people that have animations and just start voicing for them. Get your name out there as much as possible. This dude needs to... So this will be probably the last time we play this one on stream, because I just wanted to unlock a few more characters. And then we're going to go straight to Twisted Metal 3. Because I really want to kind of have a little bit of each game and sort of enjoy. Because otherwise we'll be here forever doing every story. And I figured it would be a more use of our time to do it this way. Teleportation. She was mind blown? Nice. Well, that's what I like to hear, said. We want you to get work. And I do have work for you, actually. Voice work that's come up. So hit me up after this. Alright, so where's this dude? There he is. Sending over his fucking mean bean shit. This dude again. Yeah, voice work. Don't be too shocked. This boss, man, is some tough. I didn't take any health off of him. The other bullshit thing is he has a shield, so like after a few minutes, he just like will start protecting himself. There we go. Nice. I'll take it. This reminds me of the Gex level. Gila Gex Island. Okay. He's almost got me. Let's try and make up for it. Okay, got some health. Okay, I got 2 lives. Oh, fuck it. What the fuck is that bullshit? Jesus. Good God. No, and you did good, man. I think you did good. Wonder how you get to the Christmas level then. Like, who do you have to play as to get to the Christmas level? Because, like, the Christmas level is one that you can't... Right, let me triple check. Because I'm pretty sure... And the world record pace that we're on tonight... I think we'll be able to smash out some Twisted Metal 3. Maybe. You guys will be so sick of it by the time. Here we go. Yes. I need the jump code. I forgot the jump code. Oh. Oh. Fucking hell. Alright. He's still kicking just a little bit, yeah. There we go. I like that move. I didn't like it at first, but nah. Oh, Mr. Slam, stop, bro. Mr. Slam plays a whole cutscene when his fucking thing happens. Environmental pickup. Fuck, I ran into that. I saw it happen. So anyway, how you peeps doing? What are you peeps up to for the rest of the day besides hanging out with me? Also, did you see the weekly wrap we did? We did a weekly wrap on Patreon. It's free to read, so go check it out. But basically, all the updates for this week, which was pretty awesome. Whoops. It's not good. No vegetables. Look, whatever you want, it comes with. Whatever you want. I'll make it myself. Hell yeah. Come on. I want to play it so badly. So it looks really good. You're liking Flambeau. It's looking really good. Sweet Tooth destroyed by a machine gun. Nice. The animation and visuals are beautiful. Yeah, Bariko's doing an amazing job. I can't wait for Under the Hood to sell so I can actually pay Bariko what they are definitely worth, because their quality is just sublime for us. It's very impressive. I don't deserve it, but it's amazing. So I think once Under the Hood comes out and we've got that, then Flambeau will start to kind of build its momentum. I'll be really excited. I think, you know, Under the Hood's kind of lingering it a bit, so I'm really hoping October turns it around with the eyes for it. So once we get those eyes on the game, then we can really start to push and release, which I think will be really cool. I'm really excited. I just don't want to release Under the Hood early while it doesn't have enough, like, it needs more attention. And that's just my main focus. Well, not really my main focus, but I'm trying my best. Motherfucker, I didn't even hit him. I didn't even hit him. Well, my main goal here is to block people, yeah. But my main goal is to make awesome games. If I can continue to do that every month, I'll be really happy. Oh! He was so close to dying. Need more weapons. I've got no turbos, no weapons. Alright, 3 homing missiles. I can work with that. There we go. Fuck yeah. Alright. I'd say the only thing I don't really like about this game is the fact that there's no, like, car sound. I kind of get why they didn't do it, because obviously they didn't want the annoying nee, you know? But at the same time, I'm just kind of like, I don't know. It's a good point to hydrate. Thank you. Thank you, Grim. By the way, after I forgot what day it is. After I think it's like the 10th or something, we're gonna start doing the Natrothon where I stream for 30 days straight, and every day will. So there'll be 3 days, and after that, each day is extended if you buy me nachos. So the meme will come back this year. You don't have to support it, obviously. But if you want to see 30 days of streaming, then I will be doing 30 days of solid streaming. I thoroughly enjoyed it last year. I thought it was very fun. I really enjoyed you guys buying me nachos. But no, I just enjoyed it because, you know, it was doing something different every single day. And we were kind of just doing stuff. Like it was like I was finishing games. I filmed an episode live, which was cool. We did a lot during that stream time. I thought it was really cool. And I feel like, you know, I don't want to really shy away from it. So I feel like if we do it again, you know, I'm not expecting to hit day 30 again though. Jesus Christ. They turn a rolling horse. Look, I know a lot of people want me to do the redemption arc. It seems to me like we might have to. I don't know though. I already spent so long doing that initially. It was so tiring. And then, didn't we do the math? It was going to be like 7 hours or something. Was to do like 800 laps. It was like a 7-hour stream. How many laps did I end up doing? I don't even remember. If I did a Daytona one, it would have to be on its own, like... I'd have to, like, organize a day that was separate, because I don't think I could do it. Because to do it in amongst, like, the 30 days, like, that wiped me. Like, that killed me that day. I think I got halfway. I think I did too. I'll have to check. I'll have to check. Look, if it's doable, I'll give it a shot again. But I'll have to do it at a closer time than when I picked to do it, because that killed me that day. Like, that destroyed me as a person. I was so tired. To do all that stuff 30 days in a row is not easy. I can't understand how people do the streams, you know, when they do their subathon shit, and they like sub for like, they do like 30 days of, no, not 30 days. Well, they sometimes do. They'll do like a month of it where like subs extend the life of the stream. I don't know how they do it. Because they do their streams for like 7-8 hours a day. That would bore me to tears. Got him. Got him. Oh, we might actually be able to do this one tonight. It's a never-ending cycle. I get the grind of a streamer too. And don't get me wrong, I hate when I talk about this sort of stuff because I always worry that I'm going to sound like I'm complaining. I'm not. I think that I respect the grind that a lot of people will do for, you know, the bag. There is a part of me though that thinks that that's a lot of energy. I know some people wouldn't think so. But if you're having to sit there for 30 days at 7 hours a day for stream tips and shit. To be mentally switched on to talk to people is mind-numbing. The one thing I don't agree with is I don't agree with streamers watching other people's content. I think that's a very scummy practice. If you're gonna do a watch along, like, do it so you're not restreaming the content. I honestly, I'm so against people restreaming content like that. Because I think that you're taking away so much value from the person who could actually be getting the views, when you could just say that you're watching it and then like link to it. Do you know what I mean? I've always hated that streamer practice. I think it's disgusting. So escape simulator, is that a thing? Is that a thing? See that save? He's on, boys. He's off. This week's roundup was fire. There, I know, it was almost too much content, my dude. I'll be honest with you, as I was posting it and then I forgot about the under the hood shit, because we added an extra thing to it. Like, I'll be honest with you, and this isn't me to like sound like, or like, you know, but I was like, man, for the amount of work we do, like we do comparatively to other Patreons, we do so much shit. Like, I'm like, double our Patreons, please. Oh, I'm glad. There's a lot of content. There was so much to talk about. We announced the new character in Shady Loot Cart. There was some new animations that were being built. There's just so much. Now that I'm giving you guys the weekly wrap, I now understand you guys are getting less bored with it. Because initially what I was doing, and I think I said this last time too, was I was hiding a lot of content away. Game bricked up just thinking about it. The thing was that I was hiding a lot of Patreon stuff away because I didn't want to spoil anything, but then I realized I'm not showing what we're doing for work. So you guys don't know that we're working on stuff, and I guess that's kind of annoying to a Patreon. Well, not annoying, but they're just kind of like, what do they do? And I don't want to spoil things, but at the same time, like, I've got to show you guys some shit. And the weekly wraps are really good. Like, they really do showcase that we're working really hard every week. We've got these new Sylvie. So I'll tell you guys about some of it. So we've got the new Sylvie animations which are going in, which are going to be sick. Like, I'm so excited for those. I can't really say much more yet, but you're going to like them. What is it? The new character coming to cart. Holy shit, it was awesome. I chose that one a while ago. I'm very happy with my decision. The Flambeau shit, man. Like, you go look at Flambeau and you don't tell me that looks like fire, man. That shit looks so good. Like, more Kumin characters, definitely. This one's definitely gonna have some fun. The artist for this one too is Pix. So Pix has been working really hard on that. Pix is doing all the unlock art for, I think most of it for the character. Because I love Pix so much. I love giving her work, you know. Yeah, Flambeau's looking sick. Like, I've honestly think, like, I'll be honest with you, I felt that Slime Girl Smoothies felt like a very big step up from, because when you look at our original titles and you look at Flambeau, the original Flambeau, and then you look at, you know, Shady Loot Cart was kind of our sort of second entry into doing our own self-titles. And Marble Made kind of started to feel like we were starting to exit the sort of the thing. I felt Slime Girl Smoothies was like at least a double A product game. I feel that Flambeau is a triple A product. I'd say Under the Hood's in the same vein as Marble Made in the sense of the like where it's ranked. But I'm honest to God when I say that I think Flambeau is a triple A game. It just the look of it is triple A. That shit's so good. It's like crack, man. And the Under the Hood shit we added this week, holy fuck. That was Bariko's idea to add that extra content because I designed a bunch of levels that didn't go into the game and we scrapped them because they were too hard. The main shit, the main character's a candle. And the cool thing is you can swap between the old and the new art style, which I guess like it doesn't look you're nuts, yeah. And I like the fact you can swap between the old and the new stuff too, because it does kind of give you that sort of like that look of the past, but also an appreciation for how much quality's gone into the future. I wanted people to be able to play both versions. But I also don't want it to deter Ducky's work, because Ducky does amazing work. You know, so I wanted Ducky's stuff to kind of be... I wanted Ducky's stuff to be in there as well, so... Done. But yeah, Flambeau's looking insane. I cannot stress enough the look of that game. We're going to have to start doing a Steam page soon for that, as well as not Under the Hood, fucking Marble Made 2. Because now that Slime Girl Smoothies has kind of come out, I want to work on getting those next ones done. And so my next because it's hard to obviously find the focus to getting all the different ones, but I want to try to get both of those games the equal amount of love. I'm just not entirely... I'm a bit nervous, if I'll be honest with you, because I'm finding that Under the Hood is not getting as many Steam wish lists as I want, and I'm not too sure why it's not. Maybe it's the type of game, or I picked a certain time that it didn't work, but I'm not too sure. But I am working on it slowly, and it's slowly building. It's just taking a little bit more time. Now, in terms of like Marble Made 2 and Flambeau, yeah, I do worry about those, but at the same time, I'm pretty confident in getting those two. I'd say like one of the biggest things that I was kind of thinking about beforehand was I kind of wanted to not... I didn't really want to go straight into doing DLC for for Slime Girls initially, because I didn't... I'll be honest with you, like I was pretty happy with leaving it the way it was. I feel the story is very well rounded. But the team were pretty confident in doing it, and then it sort of went from 1 to 3 characters. So it sort of grew, which is frustrating because that's usually what happens with any Shady Corner production, is we end up working on a bunch of things. But at the same time, I hope we can garner support and viewership in a way that we're able to harness, you know, enough love for these games. That's right. The health is in a really weird spot. There we go. go. Yeah, I don't like piecemeal. Piecemeal can go suck my dick. Such a good game. I went out and bought a copy to Smell 2 after you played it the other day. Oh, nice. Nice. Where did you buy it from? Did you get it online or did you buy a digital copy? Some lady was clearing her parents' house. $10, nice. That's such a good. That's like early 2000s deals. Like that's some mid 2000s shit. I love that shit. $10 for a house. No, that's a good bargain for a game. Like, in my opinion, like for a PlayStation 1 game, especially like Twisted Metal 2, like that's a good bargain. I love a good retro bargain. Some gems. Streets of Rage 2 for Sega. $18. That's pretty good for Streets of Rage 2. That's like a $50 game. That's a good pull. You didn't buy it? You should have bought it, said. That's a good one. Even if you sat on that one and then resold it. You don't own a Sega system. I'll get you one, don't worry. Yeah, do have the game on the Sega. That's a good collection to have, the Sega collection. But that's really good, like for price. Like that's really good for number 2. Like number 2 is expensive. Number 3 is really expensive, but even like number 2. Had funny writing on the top. Oh, like the labels were missing or something? Okay, so that's 1 life. That's not too bad. Dad approved beat 'em up. That's sick. I love that sort of shit. Where was that? At like a thrift store? Where did he go? Oh, we're dealing with this fucker again. The bags and the, oh, that's cool. I like that. I like that. That's funny. That's clever too. Let me get this health. Alright. It's not too bad, not too bad. Used to be musical. Dude, thrift store game finds are so hard nowadays. They're dime a dozen, my dude. Especially here, you can't find games. You can find like old PC games like Magic School Bus Explores the Solar System or some shit, which again, still a good game, but like not a Sega game. I think the last really good pull I ever got from a thrift store, I got a Sega Saturn. I ran home to go get my money. I think it was like $70, and it was a Sega Saturn with a light gun. And that was at a thrift store, and I was so blown away. Chug Chug, where are you from? If you don't mind me saying. It's the same place bought Mischief Makers.
Okay, Hammerhead. You really want to be a rock star, huh? Totally, dude. You asked for it, headbanger. Huh?
You're from Kansas. Oh, nice. Nice. Of wheat and meth. Two things that meth people will live on. Wheat and meth. So we unlocked so the question is, because we didn't get the locked level C. So there's 3 levels still locked. Oh, then you could hook setup. Probably not me, because I'm in Australia. You get lesser unlikely there. The funny thing is, it had label. It's more to lesser than you think. Oh my god, that's pretty funny. Less the unlikely, man. So how do you unlock those other levels then? Who did we get? We got Darkside. Darkside's fucking beef, man. Maybe you have to go through so many, I guess, maybe. Well, we've already beaten it with 2. I'm used to overseas shipping. Well, you know, hey, send me a message on Discord. I wouldn't mind having a chat with you. You never know. Wait. So we got Hammerheads and Sweet Tooths. Hammerheads and Sweet Tooths. I don't know how to unlock the other levels though, because it doesn't say like how to unlock them. Now, here's the question, peeps. Do you want me... Would you like me to now try Twisted Metal 3? Or do you want me to do another round of Twisted Metal Small Brawl? I'll leave it up to you, chat, for what you want me to do. No one seems to stream 3 on here. Oh, hell yeah. Well, I'm going to stream 3. Hell yeah, it's happening. Give me 1 second. I just got to change the disc. Okay. Twisted Metal 3. she comes.